Yeah, so good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this presentation on connecting everyone and everything on a single platform. My name is Tom Noctor. I'm a strategic product consultant at Procore Technologies. A little bit of background on myself. So I've worked in the Irish construction industry for over 13 years. My most recent position held in Ireland was as BIM manager at Ardmac. Today, I want to present Procore's platform approach and how data analytics can be used to identify areas of risk and increase productivity across your business. So if we look at the construction process, it's as if it's not difficult enough to begin with. The truth is that the vast majority of construction is essentially custom work. There's no reliable roadmap for most projects. Every project has its own unique and complex stakeholder dynamics. And now more than ever, considering the pressures we all face with COVID-19, we're working with a mobile and decentralized workforce. One weak link in that process or in that chain can make it impossible for you to respond effectively to changes you'll inevitably face. I don't need to tell you, construction's complex. What I will tell you is that the industry is changing. It is shifting and evolving rapidly. So if you want to be successful and you believe you also already have that solved for the complexity of projects, you're already going to be behind that curve. What I want to do now is just kind of look at the way we are evolving. If we look at over the last 20 years, we've seen a rapid evolution in construction technology, and the pace of change is massively increasing. 30 years ago, we're living in an analog world. Paper drawings, data storage strategies meant that color coding your lever arch files or your folders. Product information or project information was locked away on a site in a container in the office, and you never had a chance to make that impact your work. Today, now we live in a world where nearly every tool used to manage a job is in some way digitized. If you look at managing project information on mobile, companies using digital platforms to manage project information, cost, estimating, etc. The problem with that is that although we are shifting into a digitized environment, a lot of this information still lives in siloed softwares or single point solutions. Really now we're going to enter that age of insights. Leaders in the industry are already leveraging knowledge drawn from all their digital tools to build faster and more effectively than ever. And when we looked at the change in the industry, what we really said was, how do we connect people, technology, and projects to build in a better way? How can companies get insights into their company, visualize KPIs, etc., make better decisions for their business? And what really we came up with was this platform approach to construction. So this is really one construction platform connecting the entire project team from the back office to the site across multiple companies and stakeholders on the project. And really what we do here is provide one place to work together to allow people to do what they do best out on site, which is going to be building. We give everyone from the client, architect, main contractor, specialty contractor, subcontractor, all the tools they need to get the job done. We also break down then communication and data silos that have been holding the industry back. And really, a question came out of this then was, why are we so confident that doing this is the right move, really? What we did was looked at the data that we had, and what we came up with is that on average, companies and roles such as site managers, foremen, project managers, engineers, on average are saving over 12 hours a week. And this is enormous for these people. So companies really who take advantage of the adaptive tool set and are saving significantly greater time on essential construction tasks than their competitors. And when we look at this information, 12 hours a week is really, it's a lot of time, right? It's an extra week every month. It's a massive impact on the lives of our customers. And our customers are not really only saving time, They're also better at mitigating risk than competitors using point solutions or legacy systems. Whether it's through improved standardization, better project visibility, or more effective litigation protection, nearly all of our customers have taken big leaps forward in reducing risk when joining Procore. Time savings and risk reductions are both huge benefits, and they really play a big role in helping our customers do more with less. This is exactly what Procore is designed for. All our customers, whether they're a client, again, main contractor or specialty contractor, they're able to manage their businesses more effectively thanks to Procore's platform. Our customers are reporting on average being able to manage 30% more work since adopting Procore. And that's serious business growth that our technology is enabling. Just want to highlight some of the reasons why the construction industry is actually choosing Procore outside of what we've just mentioned. While we do offer a software solution, what we really do is become a partner to our clients. And really what that means is that our main focus and our only focus really is construction. So for the last 18 years, we've been dedicated to this industry and this industry alone. This means that our product is intuitive, built for construction, and it's easy to use because we know the people that are going to use this. You know, they require an ease of use. It needs to be easy to use or adoption will fail. This means that with this in mind, you can spend more time seeing that ROI rather than spending it on training, etc. Additionally, our pricing models really they're based on user models with you in mind. This means that we have unlimited licensing or subscription models based on the products that you choose and that suit your business. And it's also based on your annual construction volume you run across the platform. Also, when we look at the success of adoption and utilizing Procore, being a partner really means that we have one measure of success, and that is the success of our clients. This means we do go above and beyond to make sure that Procore can be utilized across your business effectively, incorporating business processes, etc. We also offer tailored implementation processes for your business. Also then, in relation to support, we offer free unlimited support from real people. We have an online chat that within 30 seconds, someone will be onto you. There's no robots involved. You're actually speaking to real people, which is a massive benefit to our customers. And finally, now I'll just leave you with this in relation to our partners, or being a partner. It really is our mission to connect everyone in construction on a global platform. Really, again, just highlighting the fact that what we're trying to achieve here is on one platform, we can connect everyone again from that client, main contractor, architect, design team, right down to the subcontractors onto one single platform and give them the tools that they need to get the jobs done. I just want to highlight here, before I move on to analytics, a recent release we have. This is a tool called Action Plans, and it really stems from the process associated to inspection and test plans. So with this tool, you manage all ITPs, quality plans, safety plans in a digital format, also that can be utilized out on mobile. The ITP process is one of the main processes utilized across all projects to deliver that high quality asset. Although this is one of the key processes associated with construction, it is a process that is still to this day managed very manually, utilized on Excel, entry from the site team, which requires then an additional input into these ITPs via Excel. So with this tool and action plans, you can create company level templates. You can issue them out to relevant projects. You can incorporate due dates, hold points, signatures, documents, inspections, and items such as drawings, all associated to each line item. It really captures the full ITP process in a digital format. And while this tool is the first of its kind, I believe it's going to have a massive impact on the Irish construction industry. And while I just focused on one of the tools that we do offer, Quality and safety, again, that ITP process is specific to either quality or safety usually. Quality and safety is usually top of mind for contractors. It's up there with managing the cost of the project. This is really where analytics comes into play. We aid a company to gain deep insights into areas of their business that they can monitor activity, view trends, analyze the data across one single project or all of their projects as a whole. What this allows is clients can then gain a better understanding of areas that they need to improve on or adapt to become that partner of choice for their clients going forward. So from managing insights into the financial budget to analyzing subcontractor performance, Procore Analytics is going to be that next level solution for companies who are on that digital journey. As the industry changes, the next question should be, how can I use that data that I've collected on my solutions to make better decisions going forward? And how can that data benefit my business? So Procore Analytics really allows our customers to deepen their understanding of what drives outcomes on their projects. Take action with greater confidence, knowing that their decisions are data backed, and that's really important. Drive accountability across their project teams, making every project less risky and more profitable. So there's a little bit about analytics and Procore. Before I move on to the demonstration, I just want to highlight that we do have our own event that is happening on the 27th and 28th of October. All information is available at the link below, so www.procore.com/groundbreak. And again, we do have some free registrations in place as well. So if you want to learn more about that, feel free to learn more on the site. Cool. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to jump into a demonstration of analytics. Cool. Okay, so what I just want to highlight here really is Procore Analytics integrates directly with Power BI. So via Power BI, we're going to be able to view all of our company information that is available on Procore. Procore Analytics comes with over 100 reports out of the box, again, from project management, tendering, financials, resource management, which are our product line. And all that data can be visualized directly from Power BI. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run through some sample reports. Again, because we have over 100 of them, I'm not going to spend the time running through all of them. But what I will do is just show you some benefits of utilizing the reports. First thing I'm going to highlight out here is I'm currently looking at the project management reports with links into the product line for project management, which covers drawings, submittals, RFIs, inspections, the program, for example. And while while this connects directly to your data and you incorporate analytics into your business, all of these reports are going to pull in directly from your data. Additionally, because we're at the reporting level, and for anyone that's aware of how Power BI works, what you can actually do is filter down these reports to be very specific. So for example, I can filter this down to a specific contractor that's on my projects or down to specific projects. From there, what I can do is take a visualization and pin it to a specific dashboard. And what that really allows me to do then is create custom dashboards specific to my business processes, meaning that I don't have to filter down through all of these reporting pages to get the data I need. You can make an easy dashboard that can be highlighted up on the office wall or on a screen now as we are all working remotely. So the first kind of report I just want to highlight out here, something that we offer, is a project scorecard. This really helps with the adoption of the system. So what we're looking at here is, for example, here's all the projects that I have access to. And here I can see a health score across those projects. And also I can see the tools that are utilized on a project and what tools are not being used. So just as if you look over here at the legend, we can see that anything in red is exceeding the limit for late items. The black dot is highlighting an area where no data exists, so the tool isn't being utilized. Also then green means that the items are there, but they're not exceeding into an overdue item. So when I'm tracking adoption of tools, and let's say I want to make sure that all of my projects or all my site team are utilizing the observation tool, which captures snags, pre-snags. So before you run down your snag or create a snag list, you can go ahead and create ongoing issues during the construction stage through observations. So here I can see some projects aren't utilizing that tool, which will make me think that, okay, if they are not utilizing this tool, what's going to happen there is that I'm probably going to have an increased snag list. So even that type of information, by just looking at this data right now, I can start to identify trends and see, you know, okay, we need to make sure that these tools are being used on site. The next kind of report I want to highlight here is something I really like. So our key influencers really looks at all your data across your projects. And again, you can filter down specific to a project using the slicers. But what I can say is, okay, I want to look at all of my inspections that have happened across all my projects. And what I can really say here is, tell me why items are failing, or tell me why options pass, for example. So then I can see the trends and say, okay, for example here, an item is nearly 8 times more likely to fail if it's included in the safety audit. I can also filter it down to say a specific project. If on this project, inspections are going to fail. And again, it takes all of that information, your project information, and it's going to view those trends for you. So it's going to tell you, example, you know, if you're tracking or you have specific business units, it'll be able to hone that information down and say, on that specific business unit, you're X amount times more likely to have failed items. And you're able to view that data without even looking at pie charts or visualizations of your data. You can drill in and use machine learning and AI to get that understanding of where the areas you need to focus on. Another great use case for this really is, okay, if I have a project coming up with a short timeline and I don't have time to incorporate snags at the end and I just cannot have any delays on site. Let's look at the observation tool, for example. So as we've said previously, the observation tool is used as a pre-snag tool, reducing the snag list at the end. I can say, okay, why observations are late. It's going to filter down that data and tell you, for example, now again, this is sample data I have, but it's going to filter down and even tell you the specific subcontractor that associated to those items. So you can track that subcontractor performance and say, okay, we don't really want to use this subcontractor because we have a high risk of items being overdue on the project. So these are just some key examples of where this data can be used. Next, I just want to highlight something called ball in court. So for anyone that's familiar with Procore, ball in court is a term you use to basically say where the action lies or who the action lies with at that time. And again, if we're speaking about subcontractor performance, I can come in here and have a meeting with a subcontractor and say, okay, let's filter this dashboard down to your company and start to view the average days laid across the items on Procore. You can see how many items they have to action. So you're really able to track who's staying on schedule, who's not, and who's going to impact your project either negatively or have a good impact on your project. For example, over here, I can filter down by specific person. So if I click on this person here, it's going to filter down this dashboard to the specific items that they have to action. So here you can see this person has 166 actions to take. There are 6 late items. So I can even drill down there and it's going to give me the data for those 6 items. Next, I'll just have a look at a key process again in construction, which is RFIs. So if I scroll down to RFIs, again, I can click into RFI Insights, which is going to give me a high level of insight into RFIs. The RFI report will drill down a little bit further. So at a high level, if I'm at the company level again, I can say, okay, let's look at all RFIs across all of my projects. I can see the contractors associated to RFIs, how many days late. On average here, again, it's sample data, but it's that on average across all of my projects, we're averaging 204 days late answering RFIs. If that was a live project, there's probably something wrong, but you're able to view these trends and say, okay, maybe let's try reduce that number. Let's try get it down. And you can use that data in here to make those decisions and see the areas you need to make that impact on, where the areas of focus to reduce that number. So again, in regards to project management, there's some reports you can utilize. Next, I just want to highlight quality and safety. Again, it's generally top of mind for contractors. So here we're just looking at the insights of quality and safety items across my projects. Late observations, open inspections, late snag items, how many accidents across my project. And here again, I can use the other reports to drill down into this information. This dashboard is great for quality and safety teams or safety management to really hone in on the areas that they need to focus on to drive that high level of quality and safety. An area, again, I just want to highlight very briefly, again, is very similar to what we've seen, is the key influencers on quality and safety items. So I can look at incidents across my project and say, tell me why incidents occur. Why do they increase? And it's going to tell you why. It's going to tell you, okay, if snag items go over 7.82 on a project, there's an increased likelihood of an incident. It's going to, again, give you that more specific items, the less sample data you have. So it's just giving you those insights without having to visualize them again on dashboards. One other thing I just want to highlight here then is incidents. So let me click on incident details. So on the incident detail report, what it's going to do is take all the information across all your projects associated to injuries, and it's going to drill down and show you the trends. So here I can see trends across body parts affected on incidents that happen on my projects. I can also see the type of injuries. Again, using this data to drill down and see why they occur. Incidents, you obviously want a low level of incidents or near misses, etc. on a project. Using this data to make those decisions, having a safer and a higher quality project. It's key to the success really of our clients. Next, I'll just look at inspection compliance. So inspection compliance is, okay, let's say we have a safety audit that needs to occur every week on site across all of our projects. What I can do here is I can filter down the information to say, okay, required inspections is 1. The template name is safety audit. And here I can see and track, are these happening across projects? So for example, again, this project here has done 8% compliance to the data I've just specified. Across all your projects, on live projects, it's going to show you that the areas or the site managers, for example, that aren't complying with the requirements of your company. So you can increase focus on those and make sure that they are complying with what you've set out in your procedures. So in regards to quality and safety, again, we have many reports. Additionally, as well, something to highlight out as well is because you have access to your data, if you have analytics experience or you've ever used Power BI before, you can create your own dashboards or you can create your own reports. The key thing to note there is that if you have specific procedures or reports that you generally share out with your leadership teams or your operations managers, whatever it may be, you can customize and create those reports specific to the way you've managed them previously. The main difference is that it's going to be live data. You don't need to share them out anymore on a weekly basis. All that admin that you have to do to get up to a stage where you can send it out doesn't need to happen anymore. It's been pulled in directly from Procore. The final report I just want to highlight it then is something that's really important, is going to be the commercial side of your projects. So again, with Procore's financial tools, you can manage contracts, your budget, payment applications, variations. So here I'm just looking at a budget report across all of my projects. I can again view trends and see approved variations. I can see the job date to cost being pulled in, as well as the original budget's amount. What that really allows me to do then is really look at my budget and say, okay, what's my estimated cost of completion? It's going to pull in that data directly based off all the information being inputted through our financial tools, view payments, etc. So over here on the right-hand side, you can see our revised budget, which incorporates the original budget amount, which is the agreed price you have agreed with your client, plus any variations or budget modifications. So from there, it'll pull in all that information, and based off the payments incoming, it's going to tell you, or outgoing, sorry, it's going to tell you the estimated cost at completion. So you can start to analyze, if you keep performing the way you are now, you're at a high risk, let's say, of completing that project over budget. Okay, so next I'll just do a view of cost fee schedule. So here what we're doing is taking the program that's uploaded to Procore. We are analyzing that data versus the cost associated to the financial aspect of your project. So we're saying, okay, the job to date cost versus the revised budget. We're going to see analytics then across percent complete by costs associated to your projects as well. So really using this data then, not only for the benefit of the project management team, but incorporating the commercials and utilizing this to ease the pain of utilizing Excel for every aspect of commercials. While you may use an ERP, etc., which we also integrate with, you can get a better sense of the internal finances associated to your project. Where am I going to go over budget? Where am I not going to go over budget? Where are my risk areas? So there's some examples of our reports. The final thing I want to just show you then is, okay, so that's great at the company level where we can view all of this data and I can filter down to my specific reports, etc. What's really important then is when I open up Procore, what we've incorporated then is Procore Analytics embedded. And what this does then is allows you to automatically filter down all of your reports or your custom dashboards specific to that project. So when I'm, for example, here you can see I'm on a Vortex Business Center project. I will open up my embedded apps. Again, I can embed multiple types of analytics or reports. And what it does then is filters down specific to that project. So this really allows the site team or the project management team to hone in on the information they only want to see. So on Power BI, we're able to visualize the data across our companies. Then via Procore and the embedded experience, that data automatically filters down so the project management team can view their information. This is really beneficial, and it just allows a key insight into not only the company level, but specific project information. So that's all from me. I'd like to thank you all very much for that time. If there's any questions, I'm happy to answer now.